I've been biting my nails for the last couple of days. I might be a little bit stressed about this Wander Franco situation. I don't know if he's biting his nails, but he should. Maybe he should be biting his toenails, because this story is just absolutely growing legs, and I don't know what is going to happen, but I'll tell you this. Hector Gomez believes that this story could absolutely tear this kid's career apart. MLB insider Hector Gomez reports that insiders have told him that it is unlikely Franco plays in the MLB ever again. Gomez also added that the MLB will use his case to set precedent on these types of cases regarding inappropriate relationships. We saw MLB suspended Trevor Bauer indefinitely in relation to domestic violence charges, but did not do so with the White Sox pitcher Mike Clevinger, who got to pitch this season. The Dominican Republic Attorney General believes more charges could come with relationships with another young kid, and not the one shown on social media. That's the 14-year-old. They're saying that he also had a relationship with a 17-year-old. These accusations obviously are true accusations. I don't know how the MLB is going to deal with this, but how about the law? The Dominican Republic, they have laws with underage kids, and now the United States. He lives in the United States. He has a relationship with somebody in the Dominican Republic. If these stories are fully true, and there are so many people writing about this story now that it's starting to grow legs, so it probably is true that if Hector Gomez, who's one of the better insiders out there for the MLB, is coming out and saying that he might never play in the MLB again, this is a 22-year-old that just got a $180 million contract. He is probably guaranteed most of that money, so he's a multi-millionaire, but it's not about the money. He's one of the best young players in baseball, probably the second or third best talented young player in all of the American League, and now you're seeing this situation start to grow, and I think that with the MLB and with everything that's going on with the organization as a whole, and with Rob Manfred doing what he is doing with baseball and trying to transition the game of baseball, this could be a huge story in the next year. If this story is fully true, Franco probably never play a day in baseball again.
Right, and you also look at the case of it being multiple as well. This is not the only two that we know of either. They're investigating more even further. There were some other ones that were connected with him as well, that were 17-year-olds and maybe even younger than that from his youth as well, 5-6 years younger. These cases are all going to connect at some point too, and if that's the case, that's a lot worse than anything that's been done in the past. Now, I'm not advocating for what Trevor Bauer did or Clevinger, which I thought was disgusting too. The fact that he didn't get anything was very surprising. I think he only got a month at the beginning of the season by the team, and that was it. Even so, that's even worse when kids are a lot more vulnerable as well. Wander Franco, for a guy that's 22 years old, you can get anything you want with all that money and being one of the best young players in the league. Why are you doing it numerous amounts of times too? And the fact that it happened this quickly, like Hector Gomez was saying, for a Dominican Republic police force that doesn't have as much funding like the U.S. does, that just spells really bad things for Wander Franco. I definitely do not think he's going to be playing by any means. Addison Russell was a very similar case too, because he was a younger player. I don't think he was as young as Franco was, but when he had the domestic violence thing, when he was with the Cubs, he got shipped off very quickly, I think at 25 or 26 years old too.
I just think that this story has been something that baseball needs to figure out. I think you push it to the side until they investigate the story and get the truth behind the story. I don't know what the truth is, and I know everybody's trying to figure it out. These writers, all these different reports are coming out from different sectors of the MLB, and they're trying to figure out what is the truth and what isn't the truth. I don't know where the MLB is going to go with this. I don't know where Rob Manfred is going to go with this, but there's going to be a lot of questions that are going to have to be answered by the Tampa Bay Rays, because they should know their players. They should know where their players are at all times and what they're doing behind closed doors at all times. I'm not saying that the Rays should be fined or anything like that. This is not the Rays' fault, but they should be in control of their players, and they're not. So that's a huge problem moving forward, especially with a story like this one.